All right, it's your boy Bam. It's another episode of the BamLaflare Show. I'm finally back. And I'm not going nowhere, but I'm back. And I'm not going nowhere. And I got my girl Kay in here with me. You know, Kay the Rebel, or is it just Kay?
It's Kay the Rebel.
Okay. So we in the building, and it's been a really long time. And I just want to let y'all know this time around is going to be nothing like before. I was being fake a little bit before. Yeah, I was holding back. But no more of that bullshit. It's going to be raw, unfiltered, sometimes unhinged, but that's all right because I'm in the building. And one of the first things I want to jump into is going to be the Diddy trial. I think Diddy did it for sure. They had plenty of people that proved that he did it. But the shit with Cassie, where he was beating on Cassie, I think it was quite fucked up. But I heard when she was trying to leave the freak off, she wasn't really leaving the freak off. I heard she was trying to steal his bag. The bag was his bag. That's what I heard. You ever heard that?
No, I didn't hear that. I didn't really
Yeah.
follow up on it. It was like, okay, we saw the video. Everybody was mortified because that was like an insane stomp out. Like, geez. Yeah, that was pretty intense.
I'm not saying it's justified, but if somebody was stealing your bag and you caught them, what would you do? Stomp them out if you caught somebody stealing your bag?
Yeah, we could probably get a little tussle, but that stomping out, that was just something type different.
I'm not saying Diddy was right. Y'all don't come try to. I'm speaking in general terms outside of Diddy when I say if somebody stole her bag.
But was that like her escape plan to steal bag? Was there money in it? What was she trying, or was it evidence of something that was going to expose him?
I heard from an industry, this is an industry source that said, yes, he beat her up, as we all saw, but she was stealing his bag, and that's what set him off.
I think there was probably something in it that was going to expose him. Just like everybody keeps saying that there was something that Kim Porter was working on that was going to expose him as well. I don't know. All of the people's, I guess, a perspective that I'm going to offer, well, an angle I'll talk about the Diddy trial is the outrage about like the sentencing. Y'all got to relax. It's the fact that y'all thought he was like going to jail forever. I can't believe that people thought he was like going to get smoked. I never felt he was getting smoked.
Right. He for the charges I'm guilty of, he most likely wasn't going to get smoked on him because they were the least of the serious charges. Right. So when it all comes down to it, he doesn't have a record, and that's how the feds are going to sentence you. They have guidelines. Right. So if somebody going there and you've been in trouble your whole life, and then you go in there and you're going to get sentenced on the higher side of the guidelines. So, you know, at the end of the day, I still think what he did to Jane and Cassie influenced the fucking sentencing. Absolutely. Because the judge still heard all the information. Right. The judge still heard all that shit, all that fucked up shit. The bombing of Kid Cudi's car, breaking in the house, and all type of shit, and then the weird shit. Yeah, nigga, you rubbing niggas nut on you, nigga. Yeah, you might need to be locked up, nigga. Yeah, you need to go in there and do some type of sex program and get your shit together, bro. Because why? How could a grown ass man pay another man to fuck his girl, and then when you finish, let me get some of that and then rub it on you, nigga? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you funky bitch.
Got it turns, but some of those details are just too much for me. But what I will say is that weirdos flock together. Morale goes all out the window when money is involved with certain people, and we know the saying from all of our aunties and uncles and grandmas and grandpas about people will do something strange for a little bit of change. I don't believe that every single victim who testified was, in some cases, not a willing participant. You knew what you was doing. Because if I don't know if you notice, like when a lot of people talk about it, like even if it's like comedians, they're like, you know what goes down at a Diddy party, you know what goes down. So if you knew what the type of environment you were going to walk yourself into, I mean, I'm not understanding. If there were some smart people that knew, I'm not fucking with him on that level. I know what type of time he's going to be on. He's on that weirdo shit. I'm not going. And then there was people that, I'm sorry, they're addicted to fame. They're addicted to power, even if it's not something they hold. Just seeing it from somebody else gets them excited. It gives them a rush to want to be around it. And then you get in that environment and just get eaten up because I don't think any of those victims, anybody like with a big bag that was letting him freak them off. Like, did they have money?
Nah, I think so. The only two victims was Jane, 50 Cent's baby mama, and Cassie. Yeah. And then there was a third person, and I think she just went MIA on them. Everyone else, I don't think was actual. Some people went up there and said he did some shit to them and roughed them up and stuff like that, but they weren't a victim in the sense of where he was charged with doing something to them. Gotcha. So he might have been a victim where, yeah, he might have roughed them up. Because I think one of the assistants, fuck's her name? I forget her name. Said that, he roughed her up before and threatened her and shit like that. So I guess you could call her a victim as well. But
and then I did see a clip of like the Day 26 guys like doing an interview. One started crying and they all started crying. And people was like, well, what are they crying about? And they still wouldn't say till this day. And I'm like, who knows? I mean, I definitely believe he has done some things that have traumatized people, but I also feel like people have also turned the cheek regarding a lot of his behavior, especially if a bag was involved.
Former employee Mia is a victim in a sense because or actually no, she's an actual victim because she testified that he assaulted her at least 4 times and subjected her to forced labor. And then Dawn Richard is a former singer from Danity Kane who testified that she witnessed Combs beating Ventura and he threatened her and others if they spoke out. So I guess those are victims as well. And I guess you could call Kid Cudi a victim because his fucking house got burnt the fuck up.
Can you just do me a favor? When these beatings took place and then when Dawn was part of Dirty Money, that's the timeline that's always, I'm sorry I didn't take the time to prepare for that.
Diddy was but for years.
Yeah, for years. But but yeah, her and Kalina still was in Dirty Money with him. So
I kind of follow the chart. Remember them saying that, well, they all wanted their career. So when he would do shit, they all wanted to be famous and get rich. So when he would do shit, they would just kind of sweep it under the rug and like, oh, it's not happening to me. But then he kind of had what's the word I'm looking for? He had like that abuser personality where he apologizes and then brings them back in a way where maybe he might buy them a gift or throw them some money or shit like that. And then some of them didn't have no jobs, right. So at least come get your job back. You can start earning, and then you're also around this lifestyle once you come back and you working for me. So, like what I was just saying a few minutes ago. So at that point, some of them were brought back in that way. But and 50 Cent has been unrelenting.
Oh, every time.
50, I fuck with 50.
Always.
50's like one of my favorite celebrities. Pause. 50 Cent, Cardi B, and Young Tia. I love all three of them. Pause when it comes to 50 Cent. I love all three of them. Cardi's unapologetic like a motherfucker. And so I kind of want to segue into the Cardi B Offset situation. And I love Cardi B. She could do no wrong. Yeah, because they want a woman to go sit and cry herself to sleep every night. And Cardi B ain't fit to do that. She gonna go get a new nigga. Go ahead, sis. Get you a new one. Yeah, pick me next time. Fuck it. I'll stay at home with the kids while you go on tour. Yeah, I will. Cardi B, no bullshit. Cardi B is unapologetic, and I really love her. One of the main reasons I love her is because I watched her come up from this annoying, goofy stripper on Instagram talking about this and that, and we couldn't understand what she was saying, and sometimes we still don't understand what the fuck she's saying. But to watch that come up, I just like that success story. Like that just does something for me. To watch somebody coming out the hood and to see where she's at now, regardless of what she pussy. Motherfuckers is mad at Cardi B because she's choosing to not put her pussy on rest, and we don't even really know the timelines of some of these things. So we don't know how long ago she stopped really messing with Cardi with our Offset. We just hear certain things in the media and people's running around with it, and they're clocking and putting restrictions on other people's pussies. I don't think a woman should be sitting at home crying about no nigga. Go get you a new one. Go hurt on the new dick. You be all right. That's what you do. You don't fucking sit at home crying about no nigga. You go get you a new one. Straight like that. You go down the clinic. You get the pussy swabbed. You get the pussy checked. And you go get you a new nigga. Straight up. That's what I'm saying. Go get you a new one. Fuck it.
I like her for her personality. I definitely can co-sign to what you said as far as like her elevation in her career. She's definitely peaked. It's been amazing to watch. She's been consistent, like in her career sector. Personality-wise, definitely authentic. My only issue, I don't manage what she does with her vagina. My only issue with Cardi is you can't be being cutthroat and talking that shit, but then you're hypersensitive at the same time. I'm all for duality, but it's a little annoying with her. Like, she thinks she can police what the media does or does say about. She stalks the blogs, always got to be responding to them. Yeah, sometimes it could be too much. And her fans are just type different too. I mean, I've been jumped on threads by them.
I mean, all the major female artists got their little clan.
But the only reason why, and I just hate it when people be like they're acting like their faves just can't do any wrong. There's certain things that she be doing that I'd be like, yeah, this is corny and it's not the wave. Like, for instance, okay, she has the little clothing line going on fire. She's getting a bag in all these different lanes. So when she's on the live, I guess she made a comment or something about the 3XLs and the 4XLs selling out and was like, yeah, y'all fat ass bitches or something, or y'all big backs, like, damn, y'all bought her, those sold out first. And it's just like, so after that, you know, the plus size community was not happy about that. There was some girl that was like a plus size TikTok influencer that started really like, I lost respect for you. It doesn't matter if it was a joke, it mattered, you know, like you're being tone deaf. Like, some of us, we're trying to support you.
Tone deaf? What does that mean?
It just basically means that you're not a joke, but you're not realizing that some people who are plus size, or if they're bigger, you're not having awareness in your moment when you're making the joke, and you're not realizing how powerful like your platform is. Oh. Like, do you know how many people you're offending in that moment? And these are people who supported you. So you're sitting. So, and when I'm saying it's tone deaf, meaning it's like she's lacking awareness. If you're sitting at home in your mansion, you're collecting a bag because they all went on and put their card information in and bought them shirts. And if they sold out, and I don't know how they distribute the money once they buy it off the site. The bottom line is it's going to you and your kids, and y'all eating, you riding around, and you living lavish. But then you calling the same people that supporting you big. I mean, you got to chill with that. Then when someone's trying to correct you, you never could just say, my bad, I shouldn't have did that. It's always excuse. Oh, but what about when motherfuckers was talking about my teeth? Bitch, your teeth was fucked up. Okay.
And them people okay, yeah. The big backs eye out the 3 and 4 X's. I walked right into that. The big backs are the ones that bought the 3 and 4 X's. Yeah. That's it. If you fat, you fat. Fuck it. We still fuck with you the same when you fat, but you know you fat. We not finna sit here and sugarcoat it. Society's so fucking sensitive.
But she's just us. And so at that point, so then there was another guy who was an influencer and was like, you know, sometimes the way that you get up on here, the way that you talk, the way that you express yourself, the way that you down people, you know, you need to be careful. What kind of example are you setting for your kids? And so then I was like, this is when I kind of agree. I was like, yeah, I never really thought about it that way, but that's true. She do be saying some crazy stuff that once these kids do get older and they are going to have to be exposed to that, then I knew you was going to roll your eyes, but let me land my plane real quick. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? The question may sound disrespectful, but it's a valid question. Yeah, like what kind of example do you want? We don't really hear her. We don't hear that. Like everything right now is surrounded about it's either Offset or this pregnancy and Stefon. Yeah, so I get. I'm not saying she's. I'm not saying she's a bad. I'm not saying she's a bad mom. But again,
game the other day ago, brother man.
But again, yeah. So they jumped me in the comments for like agreeing with. Yeah, you don't play with people's kids. He never talked about the kids. He just said, "What kind of example are you setting?"
A better example than the drug dealing, gang banging niggas in the hood. How about that one? Don't worry, is they gonna be all right? They daddy and they mama's paid. Don't worry about these rich folks' kids because at the end of the day, if they're financially stable, they won't be out here robbing, stealing, selling fentanyl.
Okay. So let me ask you this: why is it that if somebody has a bag, the morals, the integrity, the right versus wrong just goes out of the window?
It don't go out the window.
Okay, so let me say this: just how you're saying that people shouldn't say anything about the managing of her vagina. So let's just say you have a sister, correct?
I got a few sisters.
Like blood sisters.
Yeah.
Okay. So if one of your sisters was divorced, dated somebody else, and then was pregnant by the new person out there dating, even though the divorce wasn't finalized, and going around still beefing sometimes with the soon-to-be ex-husband and just doing all this other stuff, you never would be like, yo, this is kind of messy. Like, you gonna love her regardless, but would you?
She's a scoonty. No matter who she is. My sister, I got some scoonty sisters. Yeah, I got a scoonty sister or two.
Okay.
Yeah, but check it out. This is the thing. My issue with it is I have a personal connection to my sister. Okay, so I feel like I could speak on that.
Gotcha.
I have a personal connection to that. So, yeah. God damn, nigga, damn, I was just at the wedding 6 months ago. You pregnant and with a new nigga? Oh, shit. That's, sis, I'm not finna put it up on Instagram and shit, but when I call on the phone, I'm gonna say, damn, you a scoonty. Ask him. That's how I talk to him. I don't sugarcoat nothing for them little scoons. Right. Yeah, fuck that shit. Why would I make myself small or less of who I am to fucking appease? No, I need to get my point across when need be. But my point, I don't got no motherfucking opinion on what Cardi B's doing with her $30 million pussy.
I don't have anything to say about it either.
Niggas is on face.
As much as everybody is, oh my gosh, he cheated. And I'm gonna look directly at the camera. You can call me whatever you want, but save that pick me shit for somebody else. The bottom line is you got to know your self-worth, self-respect. And if you sat there for all them years and was getting cheated on and you sitting here talking about he cheated with over 200 people, and if you were still laying down at night with that nigga, your husband fucking came around and popping out babies, you loved that shit. So I can't empathize or sympathize with that shit. And I'm sorry, I'm just not. Have I been cheated on in the past? But not with no motherfucking 200 goddamn people. That's crazy work. That's just a whole different level. So even when she's going so hard to expose him and he's this dog ass nigga, he been a dog ass nigga. And it's no different from this new one now she's having a baby with. He ain't looking too good in these streets either.
That's
like the fact that you're even, but it's not even about they
saying.
The bottom line,
Cardi B
entertaining other women, so you going from that same situation and going, it's all it says to me is you like that shit and just be okay with it. Don't start crying. Don't make no more fucking songs about it. You like that shit. You like the toxic shit. You clearly like competing with other bitches. You like sharing dick, and that's all I'm saying.
Well,
that's all I'm saying. You clearly like it because it's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a $30 million choice. It's a $30 million choice. But a regular shorty in the hood's gonna be called stupid, and she's this and that. And I just feel like we can use that same terminology for her. It's $30 million worth of stupidity.
We know the scoonty in the hood though. Know this scoon.
It's the same thing.
No, but we know this scoon.
again, I'm not managing it. All I'm saying, I'm just looking at it from a logical standpoint. There's a lot of finger pointing. I use this term all the time. We all got free will. You keep talking about she got $30 million. You got 30 million different fucking choices, and you don't got to choose that.
Cardi, come get me. I'm not gonna
like whoever. Okay, and
get me, and you good, girl.
Dressing is just amazing. She's definitely like the best dressed female rapper right now. I will give credit when it's due, but I'm not about to just sit here and turn the cheek to some fuck shit. If it's some fuck shit, I'm sorry.
Cardi.
Yeah,
you're a saint. You can't do no fuck what they talking about. You can't do no wrong. You cannot do wrong, lady. I'm telling you now. Okay? You can't do no fucking wrong. And that's it. Okay. All right. And when she said Offset fuck 200 bitches, she didn't really mean that. She's hypothetically speaking. You know, you got to exaggerate a little bit. It probably was 100. But it's Offset. God damn it.
That's still 100 too many.
That's
Offset. Again, $30 million. $30 million.
He's Offset.
30 million. If I had $30 million, he wouldn't even be looking at me after he fucked about 4 or 5 bitches. The fuck? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't.
I think people need to stop coochie watching and stop cock watching. Pause. Because about what Stefon Diggs is doing with his Johnson. That's between him and Cardi. We know this woman don't give a fuck. So she ain't come out and said, oh, this nigga been cheating. This nigga don't stop. Oh my God. Oh,
she is hypersensitive.
She told, I wasn't watching the live, but I seen a clip from one of her lives. And she said, girl, you pregnant? I'm pregnant too. Some shit like that. Like, let's just be cool. Some shit to that effect. Exactly. Because what the fuck you gonna do? First of all, I'm Cardi B. Pause. First of all, she's Cardi B. And she's keeping the kid. You don't think a broke bitch gonna keep the kid? Nigga, please. Stop fucking. We got to come back to reality. Stefon, wrap it up. Nigga, damn. That's all. That's all. Wrap it up, dog. Damn. But I fuck with Stefon. Just wrap it up, my nigga. God damn.
It's just too much going on.
I don't even believe it. I don't believe it. You know why? Because that's Cardi B's nigga, so that's my bro. They lying.
When you have the whole blended family thing, that's a lot going on at once.
They lying on them. The family been blended because Offset had kids prior to her. They've been blended.
Yeah, basically, it's some copy and paste shit, in my opinion, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah, they gonna fuck you up behind that.
Why? Because I said it is literally copy and paste. The niggas look alike. Let's not even start with that. That's cringe as fuck.
I don't be looking at no nigga.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
If you showed me a picture of Stefon outside of his uniform, if he was outside of his he could even be in the uniform. And if I didn't see his name tag on the back, I wouldn't know because I'm not looking at no nigga. I be looking at Cardi.
It's copy and paste.
Yeah, Cardi, I be looking at you. Somebody send this to Cardi until I be looking at her. Yep. She was in town the other day.
I saw.
Yeah,
I was focused on the outfit. I didn't really care about any other stuff. The outfit was fire.
I don't want to feel like a groupie.
Outfit was fire. Like I said, I can give credit. I could give a compliment. She is not all bad. I think she's definitely a walking brand. One of like the celebrities, like even when it comes to even just not just other females in the game, but even I know a lot of people are upset because they feel like she shouldn't be granted certain opportunities. They don't feel that she is talented. But what I do respect and admire about her is that she's never had to sell out and be anything. Like you could even take, and I'm no Nicki Minaj fan. I don't know about her, but let's just say she's a Bronx bitch, okay? And she gonna give it to you like she's a Bronx bitch. That fucking, some of them pop songs that they was able to get Nicki Minaj to do, you ain't never gonna get Cardi to do that. And that's what I love about her. She's not gonna change up the way that she speaks. Like, you know how some people have spoke a certain way and then eventually they get you to change your dialect and all that. You know, like those image consultants, never gonna work for her. She's gonna say it. Yes. And
Cardi B.
That part I'm not here to tear nobody down, but the part that, like I said, I do question is just that small piece. Like, you can't be complaining about choices that you consciously make when you clearly ain't stupid. You didn't get this far being I just question the decision making when it comes to love. Everything else, spark.
We could question some shit you done did about some.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. To do that.
But I'm not a repeat offender. And it doesn't make me worse just because I have $30 million. So she gets to make poor decisions because she has $30 million.
Poor decision.
I'm just saying. You know what? You must just didn't listen to any of the stuff I just said.
Kids are taken care of.
I understand that they're
the one that's cooking in the oven.
Talking about being the only thing being married to him is you're complaining. You sat there and you accepted that for all the years. It was a choice. You could have left at any time. He wasn't abusive. He wasn't going to tell you that you couldn't go.
We all done tried to work it out.
Years and a lot of kids later to decide you don't want to. 3.
Work it out. Ain't no woman really out there that really want to have to step out there and have a second baby daddy or be a single mother. Women don't really want to have to make that choice. So sometimes women tolerate stuff to a different end.
Okay, and then look at this situation that she's getting into. I mean, at least we could give Offset some credit. At least he did commit long term and marry you.
You know when he first meet you? Nigga gonna lie and pretend like he perfect when he first meets you.
Okay, and is that what Stefon is doing currently?
That man's doing. I'm talking about what niggas gonna do. I'm talking in general terms. I don't know what Stefon's gonna do. I don't know either. But the nigga's last name is Diggs, so you best believe he gonna do some of that.
Yeah, yes, their kids will be taken care of. Absolutely.
Star NFL player.
This is true.
Plays for the Patriots. I don't know where he was playing at before, but he gonna get some hoes.
I really never heard about him. I don't follow sports. I never really heard of him until she started fucking with him. Well, and don't. I don't watch sports. I never followed him.
I didn't hear the nigga either.
Had a brother. Somebody's like, yeah, his brother. What the hell's the brother's name?
My thing
I don't even know.
Is, from 10 years ago when I used to watch on Instagram when she was still in the Bronx, working the clubs.
Yep.
Ain't much changed since then. No. Ain't much changed about her.
Just said that about her. And that's what makes her authentic. And I will give her that. I think that's a beautiful thing. And like I said, she's never had to sell herself short or be anybody else but herself and can make money just by being herself, talking crazy, whatever she's saying. People are that drawn in. Shit, Gayle King want to sit in front of her. That's impressive. Again, I'm not taking that from her. It's just I don't know. Just after a while, you just got to get sick and tired, especially with shit with niggas. And all I'm saying is you keep mentioning this fucking $30 million. If I had $30 million, I'm not going to be
twice.
Yes, I'm not going to be
letting
some niggas play me out. Do you know what she should, man, look. Again.
Me and take care of me?
She probably be better off.
You would. Advice, Cardi, come get me. Cardi, come get me.
That's me.
Cardi.
Girl. You know, wait, gotta talk like her regular schmegler or whatever. Yeah, go ahead on.
I'll let your boy.
Saying you regular, but just saying.
Somebody. One of Cardi's people sent her this. Make a fake page. Hit me up. I ain't gonna tell no. Look. She who pay is she who say. Yeah, I can't go where. All right, that's cool. But all right, that's enough for Cardi and Stefon. Shouts to Cardi.
Wishing her well. Hopefully she does get her happy.
Well,
I do wish her well. Why would I just said that I want better. I wouldn't want to see her keep getting played out. That's just for anybody. I mean, I'm not a malicious person. I just don't fucking like you because you did something to me personally. And I don't even need to wish you back because karma gonna do what it need to do regardless. Okay, if you fuck around with me. So anyway,
say that shit.
Hey.
Hurt you out.
Oh, I've watched it.
All right, so let's move over to relationship expectations and what's realistic and what's unrealistic. And first and foremost, I think it's unrealistic for you to meet somebody and expect them to change and conform to you. I think you need to meet people where they at, accept them for who they are, and if you can't get with it, you move on. Don't try to change no fucking body. I think people have this idea, this predetermined idea of what they want from a person. They meet somebody, they have some of those traits, and then they're like, oh, eventually he'll change or she'll change. And I don't think that's fucking realistic. I think you need to meet somebody, and if there's 10 things on your list that you need them to have, and they got 9, motherfucker, you better be happy with that, and that's your person. Because ain't nobody on this fucking planet, nobody on this planet gonna change for you. Motherfuckers gonna fake the funk for a little while. They're gonna revert to who they already are, who they already were.
I'm gonna resent you for it anyways. If they make changes because it was to keep you or just to stay in the relationship, they end up resenting you later on anyways.
Change some of your ways or even attempt to change some of your ways, and then a funky bitch still ain't satisfied? Or a dirty nigga still ain't satisfied? Pause. I'm speaking for the women when I say that. You know how frustrating that could be? If you meet a chick that's in the fucking clubs, that's where she gonna be, dumb nigga. Don't think because you get with her that she's gonna stop going out. If you meet a woman that dress scandalous, that's how she gonna dress, nigga. Because there's some women that just don't dress scandalous. All right, if you meet a bartender, you can't expect her she's in that scene, in that life. That's what she gonna do. If you meet a nigga selling drugs, you think he gonna stop because he meet you? Nigga lying, girl. I'm telling you now. Nigga lying. Niggas lie all the fucking time. And y'all lie too. But my whole point is this. You gotta meet people where they at. Stop trying to lift people up to where you are or take them to where you are. You got to accept these folks for who they are. If you can't get with it, you get lost. Nobody has time to waste. It's the most valuable thing is your time. You cannot get time back. You could get money back. You could get a house back. You could get a car back. Time is very valuable, and stop expecting people to switch up who the fuck they are for you. Who the fuck you think you are, matter of fact, to be trying to change somebody? Funky bitch, why don't you change? Dirty nigga, why don't you change? Exactly. You got all that dirt under your fingernails, nigga. You dirty nigga. Yeah, you don't bathe every day and keep your laundry clean.
Hey, we gotta bring you in a whole different direction. I think it's fair to say, or what some people need to realize is that sometimes you might look up and you can catch somebody at a time where they might be a little bit moldable. A time in their life, maybe, and it's usually within a certain age group. But I feel like the 35 plus community, absolutely not. Whoever you're getting, again, I'm not going to go back and speak everything you just spoke on. But yeah, you're right. I have to co-sign to that. There's not many things people aren't. I do think that we all have the ability to evolve, but have the ability to evolve and just have an evolution and grow, but that's a personal choice. So again, That's me agreeing with you again. That choice cannot necessarily be made for the sake of just being in a relationship. Because like I said, you're going to resent the person. And then this is where everybody gets it messed up, because it's like what you said. Yeah, why is it that? I think also too, is like what you said. people get caught up in like those social media stories. All right, this is a perfect example. Gucci Mane and his wife's name's Keisha.
Keisha Kior or something like that.
However they say it. Okay. So you see how there's people like, oh yeah, like she changed him or whatever. Okay. There's some people, if you look at comments sometimes, like after he did the Breakfast Club interview, some people feels like she's bitched him out. Like, Sans, that's not the real Gucci or this, that, and other. Maybe that's just a change that he need. But again, I never really followed him. I listened to his music and then, okay, it's like he got locked up. Everybody claimed she held him down, took care of his money, got out. And after that, it was like, yeah. But then what people also have to understand, isn't he now not doing drugs no more and all this other stuff? So that makes you change. So it's like the person that y'all fell in love with was somebody that was always high and shit or doing illegal stuff. So now that has the more stability and not being on the edge, he is a different person. And what's crazy is people will reject that, but his partner loves the evolution of him now. We're not in their marriage. Does he like who he became? Or is that who he really wanted to be? Or is he only being that for the marriage? People that used to deal with him, they claim that she's got him brainwashed. That ain't the real Gucci, like he's being performative. I don't know because I don't know the man.
I fuck with Gucci.
Yeah.
I fuck with Gucci Mane.
Okay.
I fucked with Gucci Mane before he went and did that last time.
Okay.
Keisha didn't change him.
You don't think so? Okay.
No.
Okay.
That man was facing 20 years. You know what changed a nigga? Jail. Niggas don't want to go to jail.
I was getting ready to say something mad profound.
They was going to give him 20 years. I think he got 2 or 3 or 4 or something on the lower end of 20, on the real low end of 20.
Gotcha.
He got a little try to give me 20 years, and that's a whole lot of time. It sure is. It sure is. I know a nigga been in almost 19. Okay. Yeah, he changed man.
Okay.
He's a changed man.
And again, it's kind of like what I just said. It's circumstantial.
He's coming home soon. He'll have almost 19 years in the system when he come home. And if he ain't changed him, if he ain't a changed man, they gonna sit his black ass back down. That's what's gonna happen. Jail change niggas. Don't no woman change no man. Life-changing experiences change you. She can't single-handedly. She was with him before. I'm pretty sure she was trying to get him to stop wilding.
So again, people buy into that vision. Just like, and I'm somebody that, I wouldn't say I bought into their vision, but my spirit used to be drawn to shows like that, like the one they used to have, Black Love. And you would always hear the man say, they got to give credit to the woman because that's what it is. And then it's like, I used to be that person too. Like, I know that's right. And yeah, that's right. Because it had to be the right woman to change. But it's like, now that I done lived a little and I done seen some shit and I know some shit, I'm like,
niggas be lying.
You know, okay.
I'm going to lose all my male followers, but that's okay. Niggas be lying to y'all. Check it out. It be the experience that you go through that change niggas. You know why? If niggas say, yeah, man, you know, when I was in there and they was doing all them shakedowns and I seen people getting stabbed and people dying in there and, you know, I couldn't go get a cheeseburger when I wanted. Your shorty gonna look at you like, damn, what about me?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Damn, what about me? Throw her in the mix to toot her little horn because women are so emotional that if you don't throw them in the mix somehow, they're gonna just feel like, you know, whatever they did wasn't beneficial to you or wasn't worth it to them or whatever the case may be. And no, it ain't that. But the bottom line is, this goes back to you can't get time back. She could leave you and you could go get you another woman. And it's vice versa. A man could leave a woman and she could go get another man, but she can't get her time back.
But see, this is what stinks too. Sometimes that's why I was just getting. That's so funny how we're kind of aligned about what my next point was going to be. So even when I was watching those shows, or we just use a more recent, because I don't even think Black Love has aired in like 2-3 years. But even when you look at like their story, it's like sometimes I'm just always the devil's advocate person. Sometimes I'm a skeptic in general. So sometimes it just be like, okay, so he changed, and if you want to say it with your chest like it's a flex, he changed because of me. But what was the process? Did you get dragged? Were you willing to accept the evolution of him because there was money attached? Like sometimes I just be questioning, like, what was it that made you, or did you have to suffer until you got that version of him? You know, so that's why sometimes it's like, I don't know. So again, I think we done tried to go all different angles, and I just like to do that just to make sure that what I'm saying I can actually stand on. And I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna stand on it. You just gotta accept the person for who they are today. If it's not a personal choice for them to evolve, well, I personally feel. Let me rephrase that. I personally feel the evolution of a person and them wanting to change, if it comes from internally and not influence of a partner, I think it's more likely they'll sustain that. They'll be that, because that's who I wanted to be. Exactly. I wanted to make that change. And I would say that I could use myself as an example. In previous relationships, I know you hear me use the term all the time, like, oh, you look like you fight dirty. I was the dirtiest of fighters, just nasty. I'm angry. I'm just fly at the mouth, crazy, and can go for the longest. Never gonna chill the fuck out. Somebody say chill. No, you're gonna hear my mouth. Toxic, doing toxic shit. Absolutely. Am I like that today? No, I am not. But there is no one man that's responsible for that. They could never say that they came into Kay's life and they changed me. I wanted to be that person. I did. That was a lot of energy. That was a lot of hurt behind behaving that way. And I was able to go and correct that through just shadow work, my own personal healing, and then assistance, obviously, from a therapist. I did cognitive behavioral therapy so I could really understand why I was moving the way that I was moving. So now I'm like calm and I'm like chill. And what's funny is people rejected that version of me at first. Like if they were saying something to me that they figured they would have normally got a reaction out of me before. So then when I wouldn't have a reaction, it's like, oh yeah, you're being fake. No, I'm not. I'm not tapping into that energy anymore. It's too much. It's not who I am anymore. But I'm glad that I do have like exposure to new people and new experiences that never even got to know that version of me. So that works. But again, I'm able to sustain it because it was something I wanted for myself. Okay? Nothing's gonna make me go back to behaving like that. That's just not in me anymore. It's gone. It's subsided. And that's why, again, I can sustain it because it's what I wanted. But no man, even back then, what they were saying about me could have been right about the way that I was acting. Nothing that they said could have changed me back then.
Facts. And
nope.
Just before we move on to the next subject, he was housed in FC. Yep, he was housed in FCI Terry Hart in Indiana. I guess that's how I hope that's how you pronounce it. Okay. But from my previous knowledge, I know that they have the federal death row is at that same place. Yeah. So that is a life-changing experience. Gotcha. Yeah, it's niggas right in the next building that they finna put that needle in them and see you later. So that is a life-changing experience. I want to say, and not to see, I don't want to take everything away from his wife. Right. She may have helped him along the way, and her being there may have helped him make these changes. But I think the bottom line is, unless he wanted to change, it just wasn't going to happen. There's nothing she could say or do that was going to make him change. So with that being said, I want to hit on our last topic. We're going to skip one topic. We're going to hit this last topic. Bullshitting dads. And bullshitting dads, I'm speaking about you niggas that like, oh, she won't let me see the kids. There's a probate court in every county in the United States of America. There's a probate court in every county in the United States of America. And I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around. I will have the sheriff at your door with that paperwork about mine. I don't fuck around. Because you're not going to dictate to me anything about my goddamn kids, for a matter of fact. How about that one? You're not. I'll take you to court and we can figure it out down there. If we can't come to a decision or choices regarding these children that we're both happy with, I'm sorry. This random person up on the bench in a robe is going to have to figure it out for us. Yeah, because I have a problem with women viewing these kids as property. Property. No. Property. They view them as property. As soon as they get mad, oh, my kid. Oh, it was our kid 2 weeks ago when I was over here dropping this yai bang on you. That was our kid. Don't pull that fucking stunt. Oh, and these niggas, I'm gonna stay on the fellas for now. Oh, she won't let me do this. She won't let you do what? Hit me up. Hit the DM. I'll show you how to fill it out, dumb nigga. Don't be dumb, nigga. Don't be dumb. Y'all be out here saying, I was somewhere one day and a nigga told me he ain't seen his kids in years. I said, where they live? He said, right here in the city. We was in Boston. He said, right in Boston. I said, oh, my dead body. Yeah, I done had a funky bitch putting handcuffs behind my kids. Yes, I did. I was left with no other choice, y'all. No other choice. I mean, she hates me like poison, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You hiding children. We get the court orders. You taking the children out from the meetup places and all that. I'm sorry. The sheriff's office went and grabbed her. Yeah, they grabbed her, put her in the back seat, took her down to the courthouse, called me on my cell phone, told me to come meet them at the courthouse. If she's not showing up for the court dates, they have a remedy for that. And I don't care about all this shit. We from the hood and all. I'm not from the hood. I'm from my mother's womb. How about that one? And well, you know what overrides me being from the hood and all that? My kids. They override all that. When it comes to them, if we can't, I hope that we can come to some amicable decisions. I hope we don't have to go that route. I don't want to have to be sending the folks by your house, but I will. So you niggas stop this bullshit y'all be posting on Facebook. The women won't do this. They won't do that. Well, don't get aggressive and threatening to them. They have visitation paperwork down the courthouse. They have free lawyers that will help you. Like I said, DM me and stop bullshitting, and I'll help you where I can. Same for the women. The niggas not gonna like this. Stop letting these niggas be out here and don't take care of these kids. Don't force them to come take them because you don't want to send them over there and something fucked up happen. But he gonna pay. Make these niggas pay. At the bare minimum, or you gonna have your license suspended, nigga. You ain't gonna get no passport. You ain't gonna get no taxes. And when you go hit at the casino, they gonna take that. Y'all gotta stop bullshitting.
Okay, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna speak directly into the camera. Shout out to all the single mothers that are bosses, number one. Okay. Anyways, I will agree with him in regards to that. That yeah, you definitely don't want to beg nobody to take no child. They don't want to. You do use the courts, but just know that the Massachusetts Child Support Division or DOR, whatever, they don't have you back. They don't give a fuck. Especially if he's somebody that does not have consistent wages. Have a good luck. Yeah, so with that being said, you still want to go down there and stay on him and call so that way what he just mentioned can happen. The license, not getting the
no taxes.
Yeah, no taxes and all that stuff. So you want to
get your check.
Do that. But to keep going back and forth to court thinking they're going to make him pay, don't waste your time. Use that as fuel to boss up where you don't give a fuck. You won't even care if you ever get a ding telling you that there's money put on the child support card because your kid already has one. I don't know what your road to bossing up will be, But all I know is leave him over there and you set the example for the kid and you let them know who's boss. And for the people who try to judge single mothers and try to say, oh, and they knew somebody wasn't shit and blah, blah, blah. Y'all have no idea what men do and say or how they perform. And then when kids go and then when we split, the behavior just shifts. It should be studied at this point. So we're not going to get into that. But what I will tell you is that I know a handful of single mothers that's bosses. I know a handful of single mothers that be living better than bitches that are in relationships with the baby father, co-parenting and taking the nice pictures, with dressed up pajamas and making it look like at least their dad's around. But the dad really don't be doing nothing. It's just all for image. All I got to say is there are single mothers who are bosses. I know that. I'm one of them. And find your way to boss up. Have all the monies. As long as you're not doing nothing illegal and immoral to get it, have all the monies. Multiple streams of income.
Have all the
monies. Have all the monies.
On the flip side of that, hold men's feet to the fire. I think a lot of black women have a desire or a want to say that I'm independent and I did it on my own. No, because you didn't make him on or her on your own. Me included. If my hold on. If my kids' mothers feel like I'm not doing enough, put me on child support too. Straight up. I'm not just speaking about other niggas. I'm talking about myself. I'm included too in this shit. If what I'm doing ain't enough, put me on the shit too. It's as simple as that. Go get the state minimum from a motherfucker if that's all you could get. If they own, I think it's like $80 a week, $320 a month. Well, that's 2 or 3 less pair of sneakers, depending on the child's age, that you have to buy out your pocket.
Who's going to enforce it if they don't have consistent income? Who's going to enforce that? It's not. My point exactly, which is why, again, boss up is no point. Now, what I will encourage, some people will be like, oh, you ain't taking care of them, don't see them. That part is where some people are going to be like, oh, that doesn't make any sense. It does make preferences. Sometimes presence is healthier for the child than the money. And I'm speaking from experience. So I do not deny, because, I have a grown kid. A grown one that's 20, and then I have a 9-year-old. With the 9-year-old, the father, lacking. Yep, been lacking since we split, since we've been divorced. Yes, he is. But again, I do not deny him to see the boy. You see the boy, I do not ask for anything because I don't want to hear the story. If money happens to get uploaded to the child support card, good. If it doesn't, I don't give a damn, because half the time when it gets uploaded to the child support card, we're blowing it at trampoline parks, what's the other place, Dave and Buster's, V-Bucks, Robux, whatever. I don't give a fuck about that shit. The meals, the clothes, the drip, all that stuff, pickups, drop-offs, all of that stuff I do. So yeah, I use the possessive term sometimes and say my son, and I very much feel that way. Nobody can tell me differently.
All right, that's cool. But I'm going to say, and we're going to wrap up soon, but I'm going to say this. And I hope my kids' mother see this. I hope y'all see this. Anything y'all need, y'all know y'all can hit my line. And if I ain't got it, I'm going to go get it. Y'all know me. Y'all both know me. If I ain't got it, I'll go get it. Fellas, figure it out. Get you some money. I'm not telling a motherfucker to go out there to rob and steal or do anything illegal, but get you some money. Send her some fucking money.
Have a Malcolm X incentive. Malcolm X incentive by any means necessary.
my kid's mother could call me for anything financially that they need, because if they are good, they're both good women to their kids. So I know for a fact, if they're good, the kid's gonna be good. Factual. I'm not gonna ever take that from them. So I know for a fact, my BMs, if they got $100, they not going out to the club with that $100. If that's their last $100, they don't even do the club, both of them. But if they got a last $100, I know that they're gonna go figure it out and do the best they can with that $100 for them children. I know that for a fact. I'll give them that. When it comes to how they might deal with me or treat me, that's a different story. And I'm okay with that. I know them kids. I sleep good at night knowing my kids is good with their mother. They ain't out being a hoochie, leaving my kids anywhere. So I'm going to give y'all that. I'll give y'all that. You're still a funky you know what, though. This is the BamLaflare Show, and we out of here.